If you knew morning wood, then you know why I feel blue. Without morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Pretty, 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 pretty morning wood. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you and I need you, morning wood. I love you, morning wood, with a love so rare and true. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Well, I love you, I want you, morning wood.
Rise and shine. Happy Devil's Friday. This is the Morning Woo coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker. Undisclosed location, beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and now on Instagram Live on the Let's Go Devils Network. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here on a November day, November 21st, Friday at 8:05 a.m. Eastern. Talking a little Devils hockey. Not going to lie to you, it was a little tough to get up this morning. Just because losing 1-0 just sucks. Devils after dark. No Scotty. It just seems like everybody was off their games a little bit. Just a little unusual. Don LaGreca in the intros saying, instead of saying Devils, he said Rangers. Cut the guy some slack. He did the New York Rangers radio for so long. And if you look at his work schedule, I'm pretty sure that he was doing his regular afternoon show remotely from the arena and then quickly switching over to the MSG broadcast. And, cut him some slack because the guy works hard. It happens. It's not a Freudian slip. It's just he's overworked. And, just cut him some slack, Don LaGreca. He's done a good job so far. Maria, happy Devil's Friday to you. Hard fought last night, yes. Tom agrees with Max that Nico, Timo, and Brett need to step up more. Yeah, I mean, Brett got, Brett had that wild shot in the end there on net. You got to give it to guy that's hot, and that's Shimon Nemec. But yeah, Brett should shoot some more. Nemec Siegs Grits playing great, says Tom. Metalander, interesting comment on the YouTube Live. At Let's Go Devils. Panther postgame talked about wanting to impose their will on the Devils and simplify the north-south puck pressure. We are too easy to play against and still not ready for the top teams. Agree but disagree. Metalander, they only lost 1-0. It's not like the Devils got blown out. But a lot of it had to do with Jake the Snake Allen. He played, I thought, very well last night. And the game that the Panther post game that you wrote, that's exactly what the Devils should be applying to the Florida Panthers. The North-South game. And applying that pressure and heavy forecheck and some great. And you saw signs of that yesterday, but they simply just can't put the puck in the net. Are the Devils in an offensive slump right now. Past 3 games against Chicago, they put 2 goals in regulation. They did win in a shootout against the Washington Capitals. They put 2 goals in regulation. One in the... No, actually, they didn't win in a shootout in Chicago. That was the Nemec goal. But in against Washington, 2 goals, winning a shootout. Tampa Bay Lightning, only 1 goal. So it went 2-1, and then last night they got shut out. That's you're averaging 1 goal scored per game. That's just simply not going to get it done. Simply not going to get done. Chris Ladd, happy Devils Friday to you as the morning woo continues. NY Davey, happy Devils Friday to you as well. Dubs is like, yeah, people need to relax on Don. You're right, Sam. He has done Rangers radio for the better part of a decade. It's going to happen. Guy is a lifelong Devils fan that has a ton of passion. Yeah, look. No, I don't want to compare myself to Don LaGreca, but there are days like yesterday I did 3 podcasts. And there are days I do 4 podcasts a day. And at some point, it is exhausting. It is exhausting. I give him a lot of credit with this heavy workload, his heavy schedule. He's got to be on his A game, especially in the biggest media market in this area. He did his stuff with Michael Kay, and then now he's got this other show. I can't keep track of what Don LaGreca is doing. But that little flub in the intro, look, it happens. God only knows how many times I've screwed up on this podcast. The only difference is Don LaGreca is a professional and I'm an unprofessional. But in all seriousness, leave the guy alone. I'll post it later on X saying, just leave Don LaGreca alone. Mistakes happen. That's it. And then you move on. Don LaGreca is doing a great job right now. No issues. I love Bill Spaulding. I loved Steve Cangelosi. Obviously, we all love Doc Emmerich, Gary Thorne, and sometimes Matt Lachlan when he does the games as the fill-in, play-by-play. It happens. It just simply happens. And you know what? It just shows that the great Don LaGreca, he's human. He's one of us. And he's going to get back on the train and get back on track. And he'll say Devils. Now, if he does it again, okay, then we may have to have an intervention. But, I don't think he's going to do it again. Pod Legend, got to get the kid to school. We'll listen to the rest of the show on the podcast side. Have a good day, everyone. Well, you have a great day, Pod Legend 76. Maria says Jack is the only one who can get around those brick wall goalies. I'll tell you, Bobrovsky, this is why he's going to go in the Hall of Fame. This is why he's a Stanley Cup champion. And, you think the Philadelphia Flyers have always been looking for that goaltender. They had him. They gave up on him early on. And the guy is great. He ages like fine wine. Roman says, we love Donnie Pucks. Jay Snow says the team 5-on-5 looks... let's see here. Looks like last year again. Timo has done the disappearing act again. 2 goals in his last 17 games. Yeah, he started the year thinking, okay, Timo Meier, thinks it's March right now. He had a couple goals early in the season, but he has disappeared. He needs to find his game quickly, especially with Jack out. But Timo Meier traditionally does not show up till the second half of the year for whatever reason. That game should have been 4-0. Jake Allen was awesome. Well, let's concentrate on the good news. I mean, the Devils have their offensive woes right now. And let's not use Jack Hughes as an excuse. I mean, the Devils are getting their chances. They're just not putting in the net. Are they holding their sticks too tight because Jack is out? Could you make that argument? But Jake the Snake Allen, thank God the Devils have him. That they don't put all their eggs in one basket and just have Jacob Markstrom and then somebody else. No, Jake the Snake Allen is playing like a number one goaltender, as he should. And as Markey tries to find his game, play Jake the Snake Allen. Timo needs to play physical. He has been. But how about Nico Hischier yesterday? Getting into it with the Panthers at the end of the second period. Nico's not taking anybody's crap anymore. When he was younger, okay, that's his initiation into the league. He took it like a man. But Nico Hischier right now, he's not taking anyone's crap anymore. He's just tired of it. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. It's time to get Luke off of PP1. He looks awful. Says Jason, hey, what about Nemec and Luke paired up on PP2? I think there was a sequence yesterday. They looked really good. They looked really good out there. I wouldn't mind having that. You get the best of all worlds. Have Dougie Hamilton on PP1, and on PP2, you have Luke and Shimon back there. It's not a bad combo. 1-2 punch. But it was tough this morning to wake up. I hate 1-0 games when you're on the losing end of it. Hate it. Because you're that close. But this trip down to Florida, you could just forget about it because only score one measly goal. It could have been called back against Tampa. But the Devils better find a way to figure it out when they play the Philadelphia Flyers on Saturday. We'll be there, or I'll be there. I know Tom's going to be there. Just waiting confirmation on the venue. There has been communications. They look positive for now, but we will find a venue. And if you happen to be going to the Philadelphia area and going to the game, we'll let you know where we're going to be doing Game Day Live and Devils After Dark before and after the game. The schedule may be a little bit, we'll try to keep it consistent because, again, you're on the road, new venue. We don't know, we don't know the timing of it, but we'll be there for the podcast. I'll see if I can grab a guest as well. That would be awesome. That would be awesome as well. But yeah, let's see here. It could be an extended. There could be two versions of Game Day Live. Anyway, let's see here. They need to get to the hard areas more often. Select. I don't think they will be doing much practicing for a while. Their schedule is insane for a while. Yeah, 11 games in 19 days. We talked about that a few days ago. This is a tough stretch, but remember, it's not the Devils that have this. The entire National Hockey League has this because of the work stoppage for the Olympics. It's a condensed schedule. Dubs is like, when is the million download party? January 17th. Again, January 17th. when the Devils take on the Carolina Hurricanes. Again, great game, great time, mid-January, 1 million downloads. Also working on the merch as well. I will see the first of some of the merch coming out, so pretty excited about that. I think the Morning Woo, what I'm going to do is just do kind of like a merch package. Maybe we'll do some pre-orders by Black Friday, which is next week. On it, if you want to make a donation to the Morning Woo, I'm having, again, I haven't seen it yet, but I'll give you a little something. Morning Woo mugs. I'm just waiting to see the first batch printed. And the first patches that are printed, they will be autographed by yours truly, myself. And then looking into T-shirts as well, and some more. So I'm working on at least the Morning Woo merch. I don't normally do this, but I want to make sure it's done right. We did merch with Short Sky a few years ago where everybody said, oh, we're going to buy, and nobody bought. And he's stuck with all this merch. So just keep that in mind. But to raise money for the podcast, because everything that we do, we reinvest back into the podcast. And it's quite apparent because if you looked at the big stage from a few years ago to now, it is a completely different big stage. The big stage, when we first did it, basically Frank, out of nowhere, built us a stage. It's like, okay, it's done. Now you guys go on the stage. And we're like, huh? And this big stage has got bigger. And Jenny Streeter of SI, Sports Illustrated, actually commented to me that she said, I like the big stage set. And she's seen it grown in the last year. So as we're growing, all that kind of stuff, you ask for merch, we'll try to deliver for you. We're going to have like kind of a soft rollout. And as things build, as the podcast build, we're going to reinvest in a lot of things because it's kind of a lifestyle for everybody. And I'm happy and pleasure to do the Morning Woo. Yeah. And this is, what episode is this? Hello, Instagram Live, Hope Daddy, John Kramer. This is episode 48. 48 straight days of mornings with you. And thank you. It's been a privilege serving Devil's Nation. Maria says, would love a mug. The logo with coffee, a cup, looks like a happy face. Yeah. So, I'm just interested to see how they turn out. During the process, they said, Sam, there's one that is where you clean by hand mug, or there's one that's dishwasher safe. But when I got the prices and the minimum orders that were attached to the dishwasher safe, that was the original plan. Selling that again, I would have to sell like 100 of them, and I'd probably have to charge like, I don't know, $29.99 for a mug. So it wasn't cost efficient. So I got the ones where, I treat it as a display item, do what you want, but they have to be cleaned by hand. They're pretty nice. But I'm waiting for the first printouts, the first run to go out. Again, I'm working on the merch. I'm keeping you updated. And also waiting on the Ranger Suck fortune cookies as well, which will be handed out on January 17th at our 1 million party, which will be probably upstairs at American Whiskey in the attic. And, we might have a special menu that day, where you can order a Sam salad. You could definitely order wings. and whatnot. All right. Well, that's all for now. Keep your head high. The ceremonial sip. To you, the Devils fan, that's only had to endure so far this week, Devils scoring only 1 goal. To you, I salute you. That felt good. Alrighty. Getting out of here. Thank you for your support. Go to our podcast pages. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Prime, Audible, and on the iHeart app. Rate, review, subscribe to our podcast. Thank you to all those that give us great reviews. And thank you to those that don't give us great reviews, because now we know that you're listening, even though you like the other podcasts. Anyway. Tommy hungry, Tommy want wingy. Yeah! Sammy want wingy too. But Sammy on a diet, because he's got a wedding to go to on December 5th in Chicago. All right, out of here. Till next time, this is the Morning Woo. Let's go, Devils.
Morning woo, woo. Pretty, 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 pretty morning woo. Oh, morning, my morning woo. Oh, well, I love you, woo, and I need you. Morning